I'm Thor Gunderson, and welcome to Just Asking for a Friend. This is a show where we go out into the community, we meet content creators, collectors, sculptors, people in the industry, even some celebrities. And today, it is a man I am so glad I got to meet. It's always people in this community that one I will never forget, but this man is totally man. I'm so grateful that I met through PJ, the Paradox Nerd. And like PJ, he is a Renaissance man who brings hot toy, 1/6 collecting, and statues into one. You know what I mean? And I think you're going to enjoy it, and I know I will. He is El Professoro, a.k.a. Mario Cortez. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me on. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, bro.
Oh, man.
And, how's it going, man?
It's going good. You know, got to get to meet people in the community now, like really meet them and talk to them, because, doing the open mic and everything, we kid around, but you really don't get to know folks. Like, know them, but you don't really get to know them.
Right,
So I really am thankful for this opportunity. But yeah, I'm doing good. Got a few things coming in later on in the year. And how about yourself?
Ooh, doing pretty well. Also, man, got a couple things lined up. I mean, I got one particular piece coming in that I know you're not a fan of, man. A certain abomination.
No, that's okay.
You might say it's actually coming soon to the collection.
It's I mean, it itself is not an abomination. It's just that one attachment to me.
Right. But it's an exclusive though, right? And the good thing, it's a swap. It's a swap out, man. So the thing is, you don't have to display it, but just for you. I'm
well, I appreciate it.
I got you as soon as that comes in, man. Once the little showcase comes, this is from my man Thor right here. Pow!
You want me to come on live unboxing and I just cringe.
Hey, come on through, man. You are always more than welcome to come through, my friend.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to have the fake smile, like. No, it looks great. I mean, they did a great job on it and everything. And I might get the old one again later on because I didn't try to go all 1/4 scale now. But I do kind of miss the old one. You know what I mean? But anywho, it ain't about me. This is about you. So first of all, tell the folks where you're from and where you grew up and how you got into like pop culture, comic books, movies, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. Y'all know me, Mario, aka El Professoro. I'm originally from born and raised out here in Orange County, SoCal, Southern California, man. And I've been out here for a while. Never left anywhere else to go live. As far as the culture is concerned, man, as far as I'm concerned, man, I've always been in it, dude, since the youth. I mean, being a newborn, I'm the same age as Star Wars, bro, 77. My parents have told me, we took you out to go see Star Wars, man, when you were just an infant, wow. Watching it. So, and as far as I can remember, that's always been my jam, dude. I mean, look behind me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's pretty much all you see, man. But as far as being wrapped up in that whole thing, man, I mean, like I said, since a kid, child of the 80s growing up, Transformers, He-Man, Thundercats, but Star Wars has always been that one thing that stood the test of time, to this day. The one thing that I've never left was Star Wars. Even when, what was it, like in the during the turn of the century when the Phantom Menace came out,
right?
Everybody was trashing it, man. But me, I mean, I understood it, but I still have the OT, man. And that's my first love, bro. So
right.
And it wasn't going anywhere, man. Comics, I mean, as far as the comic game was concerned, I did, one of my earliest experiences with comics was basically around when the death of Superman happened. Okay. So that's when it kind of got my attention with that. Because I heard all about it on the news. Actually, I was just having a discussion about this on another show with my boy Anthony Cisco Mafia, and we were talking about the Death of Superman comic, and I heard about it on the news, so I started getting into it, and then the whole Batman Nightfall followed suit, Jim Lee X-Men as well, man, getting into that a little bit of that as well, right. But yeah, man, I mean, it was just a little bit here and there, but most of my comic stuff is very, very like minimal. I enjoy the art. There's some amazing stories out there too that I'm still, going through to this days too, dude. But But yeah, I tend to be more of a DC guy in a sense, more of a Batman guy when it comes to comics.
I see
You
you
know, sort
big
of stuff that I read.
Batman guy, ain't you?
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean that y'all saw that if you haven't seen on my channel that
Mm.
Prime One Third Scale Hush that I unboxed, man, I
Oh yeah,
freaking love that
yeah.
piece, bro.
That's a sick piece, man.
Yeah, it's a beauty, man. And yeah, so Batman's always been my guy when it comes to comics, but again, Star Wars, you can't pull me away from that, man.
Yeah,
You
there is
really
no
can't. You really
escape.
can't. There isn't. There really isn't, my guy.
So who would you say is your favorite, like movie wise? Who's your favorite Batman actor?
Dude, I gotta be honest. I'm an Adam West kid, through and through, bro. I mean, I
I ain't
grew up.
mad at that.
Yo,
I
I
am
grew
not
up
mad at
watching the
that.
reruns when I was a kid, dude. Me and my pops, we're that's real sentimental to me, man. I mean, just because me and my dad kind of bonded over that.
Right.
It was really cool. We were always into the characters, always into that car, bro. That Lincoln
That's
Futura
my favorite Batmobile.
I love
That's
that.
my
Yeah.
favorite. You know, they got people that build that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been watching all those videos, and
What's it
I
called?
went ahead.
Fiberglass Freaks.
Yeah.
But I
do
think
some
DC
amazing
stopped
work.
them though. I'm not sure if they still make them anymore.
Yeah, I'm curious too, because that's the one thing that if I can own one thing, bro, that would be it for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely that car right there. I actually caved in. I don't know if you're familiar with Jazz Inc. They do some 6-scale
Oh, I do,
vehicles
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've got the '66 Batmobile coming in, dude, sometime in the I think around
man.
August. So definitely looking forward to that, man. That'd be a grail in the collection for sure.
I saw some guys with one. This was had to be about at least 10 years ago. And I was in downtown DC and I stopped it and they were like by the DC actually by the what is now the Capital One Arena where the Wizards and the Capitals play. And they were just sitting there and like people like crowded around this thing out. And it was the paint was like glass. I mean, it was beautiful, man. I mean, oh my God. And but yeah, to this day, Rodney talking about his is the tumbler. I was like, that tumbler. I was like, are you kidding me?
The Tumbler is cool, man.
It's cool, but like
I do like it.
When you compare the two, it's like, dude,
You can't. There's no comparison, bro. That's like
you want to drive up to the drive-through at McDonald's in the tumbler. You want to drive in the Adam West, because I want to get that red phone. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
I always wanted that joint.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I used to love that show, man. And the same back time and same back channel. The
Exactly.
Riddler used to have me on the floor. That dude was funny, like legit funny. You know what I mean? And Ronnie used to like it because Bruce Lee's his guy, so with Kato and them.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Green Hornet.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I'm a people. I'm a I like Ben Affleck, man. To me, Ben Affleck. Because I tell people when you look at it, if he looks like Batman off the page out of any of the rest of them,
ripped out of the Frank Miller.
But I mean the outfit and everything, you know what I mean. And my thing with Bale always was I couldn't stand that loud whisper he always that oh my God, every time he talked I was like, oh my God, I couldn't stand it.
I get it, but the thing is, I mean, aside from Adam West, I gotta say Batman Begins is my favorite Batman movie.
No, I ain't saying the movie. I'm talking about the actual.
No. Yeah. At the same time, that bat suit again after Adam West is like top notch. To me in Batman Begins, that thing was so beastly, so big, so beefy. It just to me, it just like emoted fear, for everything, man. And then he got the biker suit and whatever. But the original suit, man, I loved it. I love that suit, man.
I will say that scene where when he was, the final test or whatever, and he had to find where Ra's al Ghul was. That was slick. That was a slick scene.
That was nice.
And everything. And I like how they snuck the gauntlets in there, and everything. And so Nolan, he knew what he was doing, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like the warehouse scene, to me, that's just like right out of the pages. That's just like right out of the page.
Jumped off of the Batwing, into the freaking building, man. Just start, dusting fools left and right. That was dope.
And it was tactical, and they're like, he's coming out, and they're like looking up here, and he's down here. I'm like, dude, it was perfect, man.
Big beefy bats, man. He's got this dude up on the wall, just walking up close to him. The dude's just like scared out of his mind, as far as what's coming up to him. And yeah, Affleck killed him, man. But then when Justice League happened.
Yeah, yeah.
It was such a disappointment, man.
But I mean, again, that's the writing. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like
Definitely,
like if we
definitely,
would took
yeah.
Affleck and put him in Batman Begins, I think that would even been,
Ooh.
you see what I'm saying?
And it's
So-
such a shame, dude, that we didn't get like a Ben Affleck directed Batman movie, man. I
Right.
think that probably would have been hands down, possibly one of the best Batman movies ever made, ever.
So what do you think about the Patterson one? Hey man,
I never finished it, bro.
Really?
I tried 3 attempts.
Wow.
Fell asleep every single time, bro. Every time.
Yeah.
I can't get through it, man. I just see little pieces of it here and there, and I always get clowned in the community, dude, for it. You know, because that's a one movie I can't stay awake for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I will check it out sometime, but so far I do like the noir aspect of it, dude. That's what I really appreciate that. And you know, the whole tone of the movie, I really want to give it a chance, but I just start watching it at the wrong time, dude. You know, where I'm just like half asleep, or I've had like a long day at work. I need to put it on, knocked out. Okay, it's late on a Saturday. Let me check it out. Done, knocked out, it's always something, dude, to where I just can't get through it. But I will.
I think my main. I liked it and everything, but I think my main. I've only seen it once though. I think my thing with that, I still cannot believe that that's Colin Farrell. Like every time I see it, like I'm like, dude, I like that. Like it was the same feeling with him. It's like when I saw Rogue One and Tarkin came on, I was like,
yeah.
It was like it's the same kind of like awe, you know what I mean? But that's
now, Colin Farrell, dude. The way that he basically mixed in Robert De Niro with the Penguin. That was awesome. I loved it. I absolutely love that.
It's like nothing about this says Colin Farrell.
Nothing.
Like
nothing
if they would have said
nothing.
This is somebody pick it, like he'd have been the last person that I would have came up with. You know what I mean? So that's still to this day.
You wouldn't even thought about it. Yeah, he did an amazing job, man. And did they mention that they were looking at doing some sort of spinoff with him or something?
Yeah, they got some show coming on or something called.
That'll be interesting.
I think it's about him, his rise to becoming the crime boss and everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I hope they just don't like ruin it, man. Because my thing is too much of a good thing is like it can be a thing. Because currently, I mean, you see what they're doing to Star Wars right now, bro.
How do you feel about this? I mean, we gotta get into this, the collectives, but like, dude, everybody's getting on me because I can't stand this what's going on with Grogu. You know what I mean? And it's just, I mean, what do you think? How they're trying to make him a Mandalorian, and like literally with this episode, I mean, spoilers, y'all probably seen it by now by the time this airs. And it's like when he said to him, "It's time for your training," I was like, "What is he talking about?" And then so they take him over there. Like, you got to fight this kid. I was like, "No, they are not." And literally, I'm sitting there like, "No, they're not." And they strap it. I said, "No, they are not." And then he did his little. I'm like, "Dude, come on, this is becoming." So
look, this was expected, man. I mean, I think the writing was on the wall. I don't want to say towards the beginning, but pretty much, I guess since the Book of Boba Fett. When we saw him actually, turn down Luke to go be with Din. I'm like, okay, that's it. They're going to train him up as a Mandalorian, dude. And then in my mind, I'm like, okay, perhaps the show The Mandalorian is going to be Grogu in the very end. Grogu is the Mandalorian. That's just me thinking out loud, bro.
Dude,
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually went that route.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm sorry, dude.
I didn't even think about that. But you know what I heard? They wanted to end, like Favreau and them wanted to end his arc with Luke. But your girl Kathleen stepped. Oh no! We making too much revenue off of this thing, and I'm like, dude.
On the one hand, I can't blame them for that, but the thing is that they can't do that, dude, for the sake of the story, bro, and for the sake of the franchise itself. They got to keep that moving instead of just keep recycling the moneymaker, because the moneymaker is going to burn out. Everyone's going to get sick and tired of seeing Grogu on the screen.
Think about how much better it would be if he came out there Yoda style, like with a lightsaber and like, literally, if he was trained, he could wipe out every Mandalorian on that beach.
Of course,
you know what I mean. So it's like,
no problem.
What are y'all doing? You know what I mean? So, and they could put. I was thinking maybe he would show up on the Ahsoka show or something like that, or but
he might. We don't know. We don't know yet, but it's probably unlikely. But there's a small possibility, I think.
Yeah, but
But bro,
anywho,
yeah,
we'll get back in the Star Wars in a second. So, like the pieces, how did you
yeah.
get? Like what are the beginnings of your getting into collecting and like first piece, pause, and all that kind of stuff? That's King, y'all. King got me doing.
Oh man. Well, basically, bro. I mean, aside from as far as my adult collecting is concerned, I want to say it was the Phantom Menace that brought me back.
Okay.
I mean, with all the hype building up to the movie, I was like, yo, I remember having all this Star Wars shit when I was a kid, man. And then at the time, they had done those. I don't know. I'm sure you remember those little Star Wars figures, but they're all like hella buff, all all big and ripped.
I do. Yeah.
I went hard. I went hard on all those, bro. Because that was the only thing that I had. I mean, like, I'm not gonna go back and get the retro ones because first of all, I don't know about the condition.
Right.
And at the time they weren't that pricey. I mean, that would have been cool to have, but I wasn't really there mentally, for that nostalgia. I was like, just let me get the latest and greatest, see what's out there. So I went hard on all of that, and then by the time episode 2 came out, I came to the realization this is too much shit. I can't. I gotta stop. I'm done. I'm done, bro. It's too much. It was too much. I've been there. Man. Yeah, so I took a break, but my thing is that I ended up, a few years later, I just ended up getting caught up in some other shit. Right, so basically, I fell in love with Transformers again, and I saw that they were reissuing some G1 shit that I was into when I was a kid. I was like, oh shit, I had this, that, and the third, and I went hard on that too. I went hard on a few other things, man, but eventually everything led back to Star Wars. When the 6-inch Black Series first came out, I was ground zero on that. Okay, these look pretty cool. I'm gonna go and get into that. So that was like 2012 or whatever. I don't remember. So then after that, I got tired of collecting that, discovered Hot Toys after that, got into that, still into that. And then in 21, I think, a little bit before I first started streaming with Collecting Weekly, that's when I met, my man, Money Mendez, right? And that's when, my dude, shout out to Eddie, man. Made Media, man. Y'all go check him out.
Get him more here.
Yeah, exactly. So we go out to there's this place out here called Frankenstein's, right? So it's basically a Costco building with nothing but collectibles inside of it. Anything from vintage to modern day, whatever, low end, high end. It's like a big ass collectible swap meet. Think of it like that, bro. Okay, and so basically we go over there. There's a couple shops, that've got some statue pieces, right? They had customs. They had Zion art. There was a couple of NYC pieces there, everything from, XM. They had like everything, Prime 1, all this shit too, dude. And I'm starting to look at stuff. I'm like, bro, Eddie's been talking to me about, getting the statues for a while. I'm like, I don't know if I can swing it. And then I started looking into things. And that's when I saw that Orange Studios Vader, that one right behind you. And then I guess that's when I got on your that's when I got on your radar. I still had that clip, by the way, dude, because that was like when I got your attention, I was like, because dude, to me you were like, Thor's big shit. That's like the guy, man. And, I was like, yo, I got his attention. Oh my god, right? So I'm over here fangirling out and all that, right?
Oh,
so, and then I finally bit the bullet, man. I mean, after talking with y'all. And everybody, PJ, and then the Mythos, the newer Mythos, Maul and Asajj finally came in, man. And after that was it.
I mean, they both have quality. Like I give people credit. Like I did actually have a couple of Hot Toys because I had the first Sideshow Jabba the Hutt, and it was 6 scale, and so like I wanted to have like Beard Fortuna and all that. And then my thing is, I can't be sitting here posing stuff. You know what I mean? So I was like, dude, I can't do it. And then another thing is like, I mean, I don't try to insult Hot Toy, but it's like I just can't get over the fact that really it's a doll. You know what I mean?
I get it. And
I just can't get over. You know what I mean? But like, but I've seen people like yours. When people pose these things, I'm like, wow, that is sick. I've seen some people have it like Boba Fett look like he's flying and all that. I'm like, wow, but I just don't have the patience to do that.
Yeah, I actually have my Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. You can barely see it, but he's basically caught up in the Sarlacc pit, like he's escaping.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, I can see the tentacles. Yeah,
right. Yeah, you kind of see it. I got him with that rocket kind of facing down at him, like he's gonna blast at him.
Right.
You can barely see it there, but that's a thing. But yeah, they're fun to pose and all, dude, but they can be frustrating. The thing is, for me, is that the likenesses are incredible.
Yeah, they are. Now I would give them that. The likenesses on those far exceed. I say 80% of statues. on the Hot Toys and everything.
Yeah, but the thing is, with studios like Queen, J&E doing their thing, Prime One stepping up a little bit with Blitzway. Yeah, they've really improved a lot. A lot of stuff that's out there, man, where they're nailing. I mean, even oh my gosh, these freaking busts are incredible too, bro. I've seen some of the stuff I've seen over there, man. I'm like, I don't collect this stuff. I appreciate the artistry, but if it made me thankful that I wasn't a DC collector or a Marvel collector. I'm only caught up with Star Wars because
oh my god,
if Prime One, if Queen Studios, hell, maybe even J&D, if they had a Star Wars license, I've said this from the beginning, and I still stand by it. All this is gone. All this is gone.
I got a bad feeling it's coming. Because that's a gold, like you said, that's a gold mine right there. And, I mean, could you imagine? But and again, I've never been a big bus dude, and everybody always got on me. Where you
been a big bus dude?
Pause. Pause. Collectible bus.
Hey, all right.
But people always like Rashid always go, how come you don't want the sideshow? The one where you can take his helmet off. And I was like, it just doesn't do nothing for me, man. You know what I mean? But this custom one, you seen the one from Kenobi?
Kenobi?
Oh, we gotta have that. That one I want. I saw that.
Is that coming home? Is that coming home?
That's coming home. I
nice.
need that. Oh man, I need it so bad,
bro. Yo,
I said, yeah, that's the one.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
But man. I know it's gonna be funny because I know it's gonna freak Asajj out. And she was like, what is that? I was like, that's your man's in there.
There you go, dude. And, I can't wait to see that in your display, man.
I love how he's smiling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because. Of course, when that came on, of course, I was pissed off that he lost, but I knew he was going to because what he said in the New Hope,
Right.
But when he told that Bama, he said, "You ain't kill Anakin." He said, "I killed him."
I did.
Boy,
yeah.
Nichols got rock hard when I saw that. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Now live with that, Bama."
My man went from 6 to midnight, dude. After that, right?
I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, man, it's just collecting it hits you because they literally got something from everything, man.
They do. I mean, not just that. I mean, I recently got a chance to stream with Jorge, right? Medina Lorian from Happy Drive. Yeah. And we were chatting, dude. We were chatting backstage for the longest time, looking at props. I'm like, this motherfucker. So he was showing me like all the blasters. We're talking about lightsaber hills and stuff like that. And I got into that for a minute, as far as like the hills from Disneyland. Y'all know I'm a big Disneyland guy, right? So and going over there, I collected a lot of the lightsabers that were actually there after the characters, man. I mean, Luke, Vader, Ahsoka, a lot of these, man. I picked up a few sets. But then I started looking into some of the custom props.
I was about to say,
like that.
Those are the ones.
I sold almost everything, right? And
those are the ones.
Yeah, those are the ones to get, dude, for sure. I have my man. I have my man Link the Jedi. Our guy.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. That's the saber guy.
He put me on game, man. Trying to get an Anakin hilt from him that he hooked up with all kinds of fonts. That's such a gorgeous piece, bro. Then the Anakin hilt from Revenge of the Sith, and I'm like, I gotta get it.
I want that second sister one.
Yo,
I want that. That one is ice cold.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just a shame that there's not much like a Trilla merch that's out there, dude. She is an amazing character, man. Oh yeah, I see her.
That's that one. I designed that, so that's like near and dear to my.
There she go right there.
Yeah, right there. And even I put a Vader Easter egg on there. She's doing the Vader claw with her hand. That's my signature on there. I made that.
you know what I'm eyeballing, bro? Is that TIE Advance? That TIE Advance.
Oh yeah. Hold on, he over there too.
Other way. Yeah, man. That
I gotta get the It lights up too. I think it's lit up.
Yeah.
But
that's a beauty.
I gotta get I want the Interceptor when it comes out. And I actually, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I get two of them, but because the Royal Guards, like you got there, they flew Interceptors, but they painted them red to let you know they were.
Yeah.
So I might get mine painted.
Oh, that's
and everything.
dope.
Yeah. So
that would be
because
cool,
he's pumping these things out. I'm like, dude, you trying to like literally have us be homeless. I mean, the ATST just came out, and people were going crazy over the Snopes, but now you're gonna make the Millennium Falcon. I'm like, dude,
I've been able to avoid most. It's so hard, dude. It's so hard to avoid some of these pieces. But when he teased the Falcon, bro, I'm like, I need to figure out something. I need to move heaven and earth to get that. Like for real.
Well, he does payment plan. You know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. I mean, considering what the Master Replicas piece goes for these days,
right?
You know, I'm just trying to get a price in my head. I said, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to work this out? Because I got so much shit on pre-order, dude. That's why
I know. I need him to do a Slave 1 too.
Oh,
at some point. You know.
Now, hold on. Can we still say Slave 1 these days?
Hey, look, when
I thought it was a fire spray, bro.
We're gonna call it Slave 1.
Yeah, my man.
His mama name was Slave 1. We're gonna call it Slave 1.
There we go, man. Dude,
so, yeah, man.
They're making beautiful. They're doing the Lord's work, bro. For real.
I'm trying to tell you, like, it is crazy because it started with the Mandalorian, and it's like it hasn't stopped. Like every piece. It's like, dude, it's like jaw dropping. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy.
They're doing great work, man. And the thing is, dude, is that you know how hard it was for me, dude, to we talked about this. I've been talking this from season, man. Yeah. It was so hard to like resist that damn TIE Advance, that Darth Vader one. I'm like, I really need that for the display, man. But
yeah, that one. That's the one I had to have. You know, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's bad timing sometimes. You always told me to be ready. But my thing is that I'm not. I'm usually
because there's so much stuff just coming out. There's coming out. You know,
there was way too much of everything. Too much good stuff that's coming out, and it's difficult to stay afloat. But bro, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. And I really can't. The Falcon, man, I'm really looking forward to that because, like I said, dude, that's something that I gotta get my hands on that. You know, no matter the cost.
So, for real. Yeah. So far as Star Wars goes, you know, everybody got their favorites. So what's your top 3?
My top 3
movies. Like
top 3 movies?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Empire, New Hope, and Jedi. All day, every day. That's it.
That's the order?
Okay. That's the order. That's the order, man.
Mine, Empire is my favorite because that's the first one I saw. And it's Empire, Revenge of the Sith, and Rogue One, believe it or not.
Rogue One, really?
Rogue One's my third favorite.
Wow.
Yeah. Then comes Jedi, then comes A New Hope. And then
that's interesting, man.
Revenge. When Revenge of the Sith came out, I used to call it the porno movie. Because that's what it was for me, dude. I had been waiting.
You're like, yes.
I've been waiting years.
Destroy them all.
But I mean, it wasn't that per se. It was like one. I just want to see the actual process of this man becoming Darth.
That transition,
you know, right? Yeah. And then when Yoda and Sidious, like the trash talking that preceded the battle, like nobody ever talked no trash before. You know, they just like, you know, you ain't power, you don't know the power, you know, all that kind of stuff. These guys was like, man, you ain't gonna stop me. He's like, if you so powerful, then what's up? I was like, Slim, who's this talking?
I've never thought about it like that until you just brought it up.
I was like, I was literally sitting there like this. I was like,
you're right.
Oh my God. And to me, and I argue people all the time. I thought that, I mean, I loved, you know, the one. But I thought that was better than Anakin, and that was more like sentimental and everything. But like far as the actual, I was like, dude, these two geezers right here, are they doing the thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
it came down to power. Who's the most powerful?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's
completely.
Oh my God, I get chills just thinking about it.
Just to see like Yoda actually being able to take on Palpatine like that. Or Sidious like that. Yeah. That speaks volumes, bro. You know, to his character, man. And but the thing is with me, dude, is like, I get where you're coming from with that, and it's actually kind of, you know, my mind's kind of blown by that, you know, by your order. But for me, man, Empire for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah.
You know. A New Hope is where it all started for me, man.
Right.
You know, I put that on replay over and over and over and over again, man. We're kids reenacting everything, man, and it was you know how it goes, bro. I mean, I love that movie, man. I love that movie to death. And Jedi, I get that there's some parts in there. I know not everybody's a fan of the Ewoks and this and that, but bro,
Oh
I
no,
mean,
no, about
the whole thing, the whole arc. I mean, I don't want to say about Vader's redemption, but I mean, it's just the per se. But I think the role building up to that was pretty damn cool, man. The realization of that, Vader had kids, and then he's breaking for them a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, he's coming out. Luke has that much love for his father, where he's willing to sacrifice himself and whatever it takes, and and the rebellions, just so he can get Pops back. Which is dope, and that's the whole family dynamic. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then we saw what happened in the end. I know you're probably not the biggest fan of that, but
I'll tell you about that in a minute.
At the same time, too, man, I think that was probably that whole duel between Luke and Vader, dude, was like it was so good. The Death Star dogfight, dude, was incredible.
That was the best.
That was the best.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I think that was the best dogfight that we've gotten in Star Wars to this day.
That's the best, and I think the Rogue ones were next after that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, they took some of that from A New Hope, but
they did.
But
they went as far as to bring back some of the actors for A New Hope and put them in the Rogue One.
I thought that was clips that they took.
Well, they were clips. Yeah, they were clips.
Yeah.
They were clips.
Okay,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Now Jedi again. I've told us. I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but I told us I think once before on this show. It has two things along my Star Wars journey that I would never forget until they put me in the dirt. So my mom, for as long as I can remember, she's been in love with Billy D. Williams. Far back as I can remember.
Uh-huh.
So she took me and all my god brothers and sisters in her 72 Dodge Swinger on a Sunday morning after Sunday school, took us to go see Return of the Jedi. So we all sitting in front of her and she's sitting in the back. So the Sarlacc pit part comes, right? Yeah. And he hanging off the side and my mother is hollering in the movie at the top of her lungs. Not Lando, mind you. Don't kill Billy D. Lord Jesus, don't kill me. And we all stopped and turned around and looked at her. And I said, you really talking about don't kill me? She said, yes. So they pull out Billy D. And she said, yes, child. Thank you. And good God Almighty. And then, of course, Vader comes, the part with Vader. Dude, because, again, that was, everybody else was Batman and Superman. People looked at me stupid. Who your fuss is Darth Vader? They said, Darth Vader? I said, that's my dude. Yep. And so when he died, literally it was over, I was sitting on a curb crying for 30 minutes.
Wow.
They had my mother literally had to carry me off into the car. I cried all the way home.
Wow.
I was 8 years old. I ain't know no better. I ain't know this.
It was at that time.
Yeah.
When my man knew he was destined to become a Sith. Straight up, dude. Wow, that's amazing, dude.
Yeah. So that's what Jedi is always a sentimental movie for me, because of those memories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But something else. So who's your favorite character? Not just, besides Star Wars, just your top dog character,
just the pop culture in general.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Vader. I've grown just to appreciate. It's not. Just everything that led up to him, dude. The story of Anakin, man, the tragedy, what happened to him in Vader,
right?
Just consuming him in general, man. It's insane. I think he's the most recognized villain, hero, whatever you want to call him out there. He's the most recognizable person, I think, in all culture.
I have argued with people about the people up here talking about the Joker and all these other people. I said, bro, in Odessa, Ukraine, yes, that Odessa, Ukraine, they have a Darth Vader statue in the middle of a circle. You driving down the avenue and a circle coming, they got George Washington or somebody doing they got a Darth Vader statue like that in Ukraine.
Yep.
I said, dude, and then even here in DC, on top of the National Cathedral, there's a Darth Vader gargoyle on top of the National Cathedral.
No way, for real?
I swear to God, look it up. I said, bro, we got governments building stuff to my dude. I said, I don't know what they're doing with y'all. I said, but the government be building stuff.
What does that say? There's no Joker.
Thank you. DC might have built some Joker stuff. I said, but the government ain't building no Joker stuff. You see what I'm saying? But my thing always with him was this. Even before I understood all the redemption, all that kind of stuff, I just thought that. I've always thought, besides Sean Connery playing James May, he is the smoothest cat I've ever seen in my life. He didn't. I mean, until recently, when the stuff they be doing, he doesn't get upset. He doesn't raise his voice. You're like, okay,
No.
the Millennium Falcon got away. We get him. And they did. They showed up. He said, "We would be honored if you was." Bro, I always thought he was just smooth as silk, and that's why I always been. That's why I can't. That's why Kylo Ren really, because people that act like him just rub me the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Just driven by their emotions and
just
blindly
knee jerk react. Oh, I can't stand
exactly.
it. Oh my god,
bro. I mean that. So you want to talk about smooth? The first time when Luke meets Vader on Bespin. Right, Luke is swinging at him with two hands. Vader's just toying with him with one hand. One hand, just okay. What else you got? Comes at him. Get back on the floor. You know what I mean? Vader just messed with him. It came to a point. It came to a point where Vader's like, you know what? Okay, I'm done with you. It's time to mess you up.
Yeah.
You know, let me show you what's up. And he did, man. He totally did, bro. So that. Yeah, freaking Vader, dude.
And to this day, that's the best movie twist of all time.
Oh yeah,
you know
without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Absolutely, man. I mean, it's. I think it's beyond culture, man. Yeah. It's stretched beyond. I mean, anybody who hasn't seen Star Wars knows that line.
Yeah.
Right. Whether they say it incorrectly,
right.
A lot of people do. Luke, I'm your father. It's known. You know,
the Mandela effect. Exactly. That's what they call us. I don't like the Mandela effect. You know, but anyway,
yeah. But Vader, man, all day, every day.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm of course I'm happy to hear that.
I'm not. It's not brownie. This is the truth. This is the stone. Cold hard truth, man.
Oh no, I believe it.
No brownie points. That's just it. That's just the facts. So, yeah, Vader's my guy. Straight up.
Other than Vader, like who would you? Is Batman or
Batman's up there? Definitely. Don Vito Corleone. Another one
for sure.
That bro.
I discovered him late on in life.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Same.
I didn't see him right off
what
the break.
That man did, and that's why I appreciate. That's the hard thing about The Godfather too, because you see. In the first movie, you see what he is, but when in the second one, when they do the flashbacks and you see how he came up, that dude was focused. He was on a mission, dude, and he did whatever he had to do, man. And the thing is that he was respected for it. He didn't have to get down and dirty like why am I the other cat? I can't think of his name right now. Don Chichi.
Oh, right.
The other Don, all dirty and just embezzling everyone. He
they keep talking about the cat with the white suit on.
Right.
Yeah, him. Okay,
yeah. Vito, he earned the trust of the community. He had the community on his side. Built up everything, man. Built relationships. Built business. It was business. I really appreciated that. That was so. Yeah, man. It's kind of inspiring in a sense too, man, to see what this dude actually did to come from nothing.
Right.
To build this empire, man, and just be like the guy, in that whole thing. So yeah, I gotta give it up.
That's why I hear a lot of people say about Scarface, because you see him come from nothing, and and people get on it because I ain't the biggest Scarface fan. Like I like it, but I don't like it as much as other people like it.
Oh yeah,
because again, like Kyle, like he just did too. Like my thing with Pacino is he does a little bit too much yelling for me. You know what I mean?
He was a hothead.
Tony.
I mean, respect for the game, dude. I love that movie too. Scarface was an incredible movie as well, dude. But I mean,
no, it was good. Yeah, I did like it. Yeah.
But but with that character, dude, he was just too much of a hothead, and it did him out in the end. Yeah. As to where Vito, man, he just he came up respectively.
Yeah, Vito's smooth, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was determined to get that dude to kill his mother.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. He was determined. So anyhow, back to collecting for a second. As far as the community, and statue companies and everything, like where do you see? Because collecting has changed a lot since we got into the game. Even in these short few years. I think even due to some of the pandemic has changed things. Mm-hmm. How do you view the community these days? And you can be honest. As far as
it's so difficult to say, man. I mean, because I have friends that were collecting that are collecting statues that are now getting the Hot Toys
Okay.
because of what's going on. I mean, because of some of these prices are just getting insane. I mean, we're seeing quarter scale prices being priced at third scale prices these days.
For real.
And then and then shipping on top of that
Yeah.
is like damn near another piece. It's crazy. I get that, man. But the community for the most part, I mean, it's it's just the community.
No, I mean,
You got
because a lot of times I'm seeing people, like they collect for the community. It's like they collect it because everybody else likes it. Like a lot of times they don't get it because they like it. It's like, this is the hot piece. So everybody just got to have it. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, everybody's selling everything off,
That sounds vaguely familiar too. It's everywhere. It's like that. It's the same way in here too, man. I think that some people are, I don't want to say easily influenced, but I understand that people get hyped about a certain piece when they see like all of our excitement for a certain piece.
Right.
And at the same time, this has got to, they know what they're talking about. This has got to be the shit. I got to have it. They get it in hand and it's like, oh no, this isn't, what did I do? Why did I get this? I really don't really connect with this character. I'm going to try to sell it off, man. And shit's not really moving that much either, bro. To sell at a loss these days too. Right. You can't. No, like with me, I'm really selective of what I pick up.
You gotta be nowadays.
Because I mean, if it were up to me, I would definitely go ham. But the thing is that I've learned quick that these boxes are huge, man, and they take up space.
And sometimes there's two.
This one was 3.
Yeah,
this Daenerys piece right here, Mother Dragons, 3 boxes deep, and this is a quarter scale piece. You know what I mean? I love this piece to death, though, dude. I'm so
I know. That I got it. Elba wants that one bad.
I love it, man. Yeah. Shout out to Clark Zone for hooking this one up. And but yeah, dude, it's 2 boxes deep, 3 about I still got my prime one right here with the Batman. I still got
that's 2 boxes too, right?
That's 2 boxes deep as well, third scale. But I was so thankful when I got the XM Revenant Malik, 1 box. No, I appreciate that.
Each one was in 1 box.
Each one was in 1 box. So I really appreciate that. And the Iron Studios Vader también, the same thing, 1 box.
Right.
Also, so I really appreciate, when companies are actually taking the time and, not having. I was actually talking about this last night on my man Pain Collectible stream. We were talking about how do we feel about a piece having so many switch outs. Me personally, I like the fact that if it comes with like about maybe 5 or 6 tops, swap out a couple head sculpts, swap out some arms, or maybe a torso. Right. But the thing is that I understand as you have more options to ship, it tends to drive up the shipping costs and the material, the boxes, the packaging materials, and all that stuff. So it can be a lot, bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're just having a particular piece in the collection, dude. I mean, it's nothing. I do not get the same. I don't want to say the same joy, but the same reaction with these hot toys that I do with it. Still with a statue to this day.
Right.
I'm much more to prefer to put together like a beautiful statue. I mean, this one was a little bit difficult because I had to. It wasn't really fitting, all the keyhole pause where it was supposed to. Had to take the hair dryer out, man. Kind of, manipulate a little bit to get things to fit. It was a pain in the ass. I did this thing live and I couldn't do it, so I had to put it together, off air and all that. But in the end, it was well worth it.
You remember that show you called and told me these hot toy guys was on?
Yeah.
So it's the same. When I said that to them, and they just all froze. I asked them, I said, "What's the best hot toy you ever saw?" And they said something. And I said, "Compare that to the best statue you ever seen." And they all got quiet.
Right.
Because it's exactly. I mean, again, I've seen some. To me, hot toys you gotta have a lot of them to make the scene and everything.
Exactly.
But if you had one statue, you could. I mean, it'd be better if you had more than put together with them. But like example, the Malik and the Revan together, you kind of need those two together, but if you just had the Revan, you still in good shape, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
So I think that's the difference, as far as that goes. Now, are those your first XM pieces, or
they are?
So
my first and only in the collection. So to be honest, I haven't had a chance to unbox them yet because I've been in here for the longest time. But I haven't dedicated the space yet because this room is such a freaking mess. No, you know what I'm saying? It's just taking me forever to clear up this stuff right here, figure out my display, I want to go with Maji cases, dude. I really do. But the thing is, right now, just because of the lead times, and I need something now. And garage shelves I always wanted to do, but I think there were a lot of them that I felt like they needed to be customized. Because we see people actually making full on basically Maji case like displays out of a garage shelf. But the thing is that there's these Costco shelves that are out there, these Sam Clubs that have like no holes in this and that. Shout out to my man Josh McCoy for showing me these, and yeah, I think I found exactly what I need. But the thing is that I don't know if I want to stack up that high, so I'm just probably just display like half of it, and probably just put like about maybe 6 pieces that I have in the collection, and just put them up there for right now, until I can find another spot where I can have more display space, to put everything that I want, up there. You know what I mean?
I gotta say, I wasn't a fan of garage shelves until Rodney kind of he tweaked his, but like when I saw Ark's
collection,
amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does. Yeah. And I was like, wow, man, and like you say, I saw some guy on some channel, I did a video of how to convert them to make them look like Maji cases, So, but I was like, if you do all that, you might as well just get a Maji case, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I mean, he was saying this, but still, he ordered all these lights and felt, and I was like, nah, dude, just.
But at the end of the day, man, when you do it yourself, and if you have the know-how, if you have the skill to do so, it is cheaper. Yeah. But the thing is, man, I personally don't want to do that. I appreciate those that can do it, but for me,
well, these here, these are K-Laxes.
Yeah.
That I just didn't put the shelves in.
Yeah.
And I just ordered some lights and took like poster putty, and then just ordered the lights off of eBay, and then just and
yeah, you have a beautiful display, dude.
Oh, like, thanks, man. I mean, I gotta get rid of the wires. I can't get rid. But it just they would like each cube is like $50. So it's like, and they all separate, like they're not joined together. Like a lot of people think it's one piece, but it's not. And so I just got them like one at a time, slowly, and then and like even the ones at the bottom don't have anything in them, but
yeah. All your stuff is quarter scale, though, man. I mean, do you ever wanted to branch out and go something larger, or third scale, maybe even half scale, or anything like that, or you just been tennis quarter?
Well, one, it's no Sith ones. That's one thing I love about like when stuff comes out, I'm like, so what? You know what I mean?
No, that's the good thing about being a Star Wars collector, right?
Yeah, so it's
especially being a Sith collector.
Yeah, but NYC and them, they
they
make
the third scale Vader, bro. That.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to say who, but that. Oh my god, that came out so nice.
Yeah.
That was one that I'm kicking myself for not picking up, bro. I mean, but the thing is that I would get a half scale if I could, but I'm like, why would I stop there? Why not just go fully life size?
That's what Junior and them did.
Yeah, that's what I would want to do, man. Is do like one of those commission custom builds. Junior, Dr. Mike doing the same thing as well.
Yeah,
and that's the route I would go. Rashid. Yeah, I would, shout out to those guys. I would definitely go that same route.
But I don't have no way to put it. That's the problem. Like, I'd like to have it.
I see a spot right next to your display.
Yeah, but again, I don't plan on being here too long. But so like when I find somewhere more stationary, then I'll probably because I don't know. I think Junior was saying I hope they're not sold out. But I would mind having a life size Vader. And but that that boba and the Han and carbonite, that's sick, dude.
That's nice. Junior, dude, all these lights. Rashid too, man. You see Rashid in the streams, man. With
Junior influenced Rashid
behind him. I know he did. I know.
Yeah. And then they went out and got R2D2s, and it's like it's crazy because like, could you imagine when you were a kid if somebody came to your house, they're like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
Right. Especially with this accuracy, that's coming out these days.
Right.
Because when we were kids, we didn't have nothing like that.
No.
With today's technology, man, you can get stuff that's just so realistic is insane. You just sit back and look at everything in the collection and like, wow. I never thought that, these companies, these studios would actually be outputting this type of caliber, these quality type of pieces, with so much accuracy and detail. It's incredible.
That's what I love about them, because this stuff. Like I tell people, when I first got a Darth Maul statue, I never knew he had an earring on. Never knew that. Even in the movie. And I was like, what is that? This is, look at this. And Ray Park had the earring, and then George Lucas, I like it, just keep it. Yeah. And I never knew that. I never even noticed it in the movie that he had an earring on.
Yes,
you know,
and
it's just the detail is getting better, and the paint job. You know, that's why I can't wait for you to But the thing with those XM pieces, even opening it is an experience because the box and the leather, you know, the leather Velcro and everything,
Velcro straps.
So
dude, I wish that was a universal thing, man. Because Prime One's not. At least give us, for what you're charging for these pieces, at least give us the leather strap, the Velcro straps, man.
Somebody else had it. I can't remember who, but I remember. I know. I think it was a custom piece. Rodney opened one time. They had some straps, but I could have sworn it was another licensed company. One time they had some. I can't remember.
Studios does it. XM does it. Yeah,
it was Iron Steel. It wasn't this one. This one didn't have no straps. The Vader. Vader didn't. No, I don't think so. Not that I can remember, because that was.
No.
You talking 2017, 18, something like that.
But I remember. Remember when Eddie unboxed his Daredevil? I think that one was strapped up.
Who made? That was Iron Studios.
Yeah. Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah. So, where do you see your collection going? Like, I know you said if the bus come out and everything, but like, I mean, I know we were just talking about life size and everything. Do you see anything you want to add to it, or like wish list kind of things that you would like them to make, or anything like that?
My dream, bro, is just still a company like Queen Studios, just to acquire the license, right? And then if that's the case, original trilogy would be my focus all day. That's it. Bottom line. That's if that happens within the next 5 years, like I mentioned, everything will be gone.
Wow.
You know, I'm going full out, you know, just dedicated to stuff like that, bro. I mean, I still would like to introduce some more props, you know, into the collection as well. Because we were talking about Junior earlier, man, and the way he displays his stuff, man, is so inspiring, bro.
Amazing.
When he had a lot of the all the quarter scales, you know, when they have the art prints displayed with it, they have props displayed with it. It just it elevates that particular display, man. Like for me, I still want a Vader shrine. You know, I did that with my quarter scale Hot Toys and this and that, but I need something more bigger. I need something larger, more epic. You know, so that's why when that, you know, TIE Advance that you have behind you was out.
Yeah.
That's something I really wanted to pick up because I envisioned that, you know, for the shrine, studio scale type, you know, TIE Advance, you know, display, along with a proper lightsaber hilt from A New Hope. That's the one that I want, you know, specifically. Right. Is that particular hilt, full size Darth Vader if I can get it. If not, then just a really good helmet. A New Hope is the look that I really like a lot.
The red lenses,
because that's what the red lenses. The gloves are different, man. You know, the chest, everything, man, it's completely different. And just how it was asymmetric, you know, it had so much character, you know, in that design, you know, because they built everything out of scraps basically, man. I mean, and it was so cool to see what they can do with basically glue and popsicle sticks in a sense, you know what I mean?
I know, it's crazy.
That's it. Just like I said, it just gives it so much character, and that's what I really appreciate. So just that's the root of it for me, you know. That's the roots is A New Hope. So that's why when it comes to Vader, that's a specific model that I want, you know. So hopefully, you know, probably within the same 5 years. When it comes to the Hot Toys, probably maybe I see myself slowing down a lot, you know, because right now I've accumulated a huge collection, bro.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, this is only half of it, man. I got so much.
Half.
Wow. I got a lot of it. Dude, I've got a storage unit that's full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Full of Hot Toys, and along with the statue boxes as well, man. So it's getting pretty insane. I mean, like I mentioned earlier with the 66 Batmobile, I'm introducing a few vehicles. Currently, I have 3 Batmobiles on pre-order.
The Tumbler too?
The Tumbler? Just because I got it for an insane price. I got it for like $400 shipped.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And the 89 Batmobile.
Oh wow, that's a nice one too.
Yeah, I've always.
Have you seen this bat wing? That this thing is like 6 feet. I was like, dude, what?
My boy is getting that thing.
Oh my god!
I don't know why and where he's gonna put it. That thing is massive.
And then I talked to folks because he's getting the N1 for Mando. He said it's the same size. And I was like, what? I think because when for the Hot Toys Mandalorian.
Oh, that ain't coming out. No. That ain't
that's
coming
not
out,
coming.
bro. That's coming out. No. That was just a display piece for show, bro.
Really?
That's all that was. That was just Hot Toys just flexing. Hey, look what we did. That's not coming out, bro.
Nah, he told me okay.
No, you're not. I mean, there's the Iron Studios one that came out, and there's the other company that showed one.
Yeah, too, so. that's what I told him. When that came, I said, "Yo, you need to order this one." He said, "No, I want this other one." I was like, "Okay." Yeah, because I was telling him this one come with a stand and everything, So
yeah, it's more practical. Dude, this other one is like if Hot Toys does it, which they won't. It's that thing is 6 feet long, bro.
That's crazy.
Where are you gonna put that?
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Somebody find a place.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we're seeing these bat wings being mounted up on a wall.
That's crazy.
So
I saw that thing.
Yeah, I hear some collectors talking about how they want to put it up like on the ceiling, mounted up on the ceiling, just have it like floating down or something like that.
That's
I'm like, yo, nuts.
I hope you ain't sleeping under that thing.
I know. That's the last thing you need to do is wake up, with this big ass N1 just sitting on top of you, right?
Did you ever see that? I mean, this was years ago where they made the scene with the Millennium Falcon in the Death Star, and they had like a 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon, and all the stormtroopers and stuff was in there. That thing, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. And that's back when I had a few. I was like, and then I found that was a one-off.
That was. I think that was a show out overseas somewhere, man. And that was just that was just a flex. And that's all that was. They flexed it too. That was hard. That was BDE, bro. Straight up. You know what I mean?
That was Greg Mazzola style. Paul, y'all know what we're talking about.
Shout out to BD Big D, there, man. Yeah, Big D. Yeah, dude, and they've also shown some other stuff. They showed TIE interceptors. They showed an AT-ST too, bro.
Oh, I do remember they made a TIE. They did make a TIE fighter one time. This was a long time ago.
They did Anakin's Jedi Starfighter as well.
I remember that too.
Again, none of this stuff came out, bro, and that's why the N1 isn't coming out either, man.
That's crazy. I wonder if folks know. I didn't talk to them. Like, dude, they said they ain't coming.
It ain't coming. It ain't coming.
Oh, wow,
you tell them I said it. You can tell them El Professoro said it. It ain't coming.
I'll tell him because he swore up and down. It was showing up.
It ain't coming, man. It ain't coming, bro. There's actually, some of my boys in the Cisco community are swearing that it's coming out. I'm the only one saying that it's not. These people have the nerve to doubt me, and they're like, okay, Mario, if it comes out within the time the Mandalorian is airing, that beer is coming off. I'm like, no. That's not happening. First of all, that it's not going to happen either way. And one's not coming out, beer isn't going anywhere. And that's that. Just accept it. So.
Just telling you, don't know the power of the dark
side. Straight up, bro. Straight up. I'm actually going to use that, man. Thanks for the ammo.
Oh, no problem. So before we run out of time here, which we about to, what was your favorite Vader moment of all time?
Bro. All-time favorite Vader moment. To be honest,
you just pick one out and say,
the one, like what we talked about earlier, man, is that fight with that duel with Luke on Bespin.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's just him. We see, Vader calling him out. Luke is coming up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm gonna take this out. Later little does Vader know, or little does Luke know that Vader's out there gonna whoop his ass. You know what I mean? And he just, like I said, he was just toying with him from the very beginning. And just to see him display that kind of power over Luke. So you don't know what you're messing with, right? Single-handedly, just wrecking shop with Luke.
Trying to tell you,
right? And that's it. That's that whole thing right there. That whole duel on Bespin was it for me. That was it.
That was mine for my whole life until Rogue One came out. You know what I mean? Dude, and it was funny because every time I went to go see Empire. Like I'm sitting there cheering, and people are like, "What is wrong with this child?" You know what I mean? And then when Rogue One came out, and he showed up, and like I tried to avoid all the spoilers because they kept talking about the Vader scene. I said, "No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see nothing." And when I saw it, I was just like,
Bro, you're not the only one, man. I couldn't do it because I was just in shock what I was seeing. I was like,
no, I wasn't
grinning. No, I was grinning. I was grinning from ear to ear, no doubt.
Yeah,
but I there was other people there that were standing up, cheering and clapping as well, dude. You know, I'm like,
because I always do, like from all the comic books and everything, reading, and I see it. I've been trying to, because like Rodney, all them, he don't do nothing. He ain't scary. I was like, okay. I said, you found out now, didn't you?
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So,
after that, that's when you see Vader was absolutely terrifying, dude. In that, because we've never seen him do anything like that.
No,
never. And then when we saw that display, it really was terrifying, bro. I mean, I hear it from a lot of people saying, bro, I've never seen Vader display that kind of power before, and straight up, dude, just wreck shop like that.
That's it. Well, I wish we had more time, my brother. I know we can sit here for hours and just
no doubt,
rap,
man.
you know,
Yeah.
But I appreciate you coming on. Tell people where they can find you on your channel and everything, and you know.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. First and foremost, man, thanks for having me on tonight, man. It's an honor
problem.
and a privilege to be on with you, bro. And yeah, when you hit me up, I was like, hell yeah, dude, I'm there. But yeah, you can check me out, man. My channel's below right there, El Professoro 22 on YouTube. You can check me out there. You can find me on my Instagram page as well, El Professoro with all zeros. You know, so y'all can catch me over there. And yeah, man, if anyone's coming out to San Diego Comic-Con this July, I will see you there. I'll be there for all 4 days, man. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be fun. It's always a blast getting together, man. Just meeting people from the community, everywhere, and just meeting up. It's gonna be fun for sure.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this before we sign off. Tim is moving the cookout to New York Comic-Con this year. So y'all want to come out and get some of the dark side ribs.
That's on the bucket list. I've got to come out there sometime. Definitely, man, definitely for sure.
That's why he did it, so that like people can come and hang out.
I'm there, man. I'm there.
So, but anyway, y'all, again, man, thanks for coming on, and it was a great show. I hope all you enjoyed it. I know I did, and we'll catch you next time on Just Asking for a Friend. Take care, everybody.